Hey guys, it's Claude, and this box has already failed us with the first deck. It had Brobnar in it. Good luck to us today. Let's not see any Brobnar. Getting tired of reviewing all those cards. Sure, they're beautiful, but my goodness, they are just not useful in a game of Keyforge right now. Red Archon, Dis, Star Alliance. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's not Brobnar, Untamed. Siren Ansith, Restaurant Gatekeeper. It's a big old Archon. Look at those horns. Oh my lord. It's like not even connected to the tiny head up there. Kind of crazy looking. Alright, let's see what we have inside this thing. I'm so excited there's no Brobnar today. Alright, we are starting off with Untamed. It's Inca the Spider. 1 power, Poison. Play Reap, stun a creature. It's pretty good. Low Dawn, amber whenever you play it. If there are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile, gain 2 amber. Shuffle each untamed creature from your discard pile into your deck. Instrument of Silence, it's an upgrade. This creature gains skirmish and fight, gain an amber. The Fittest, amber whenever you play it. Give each friendly creature a +1 power counter. Oh, a second one of those. Rust Nars, 4 power, fight, destroy an artifact. If that artifact had an amber bonus, you gain that much amber. Pretty good with the Fittest, making it be able to survive more fights. And a second one, as I was saying, survive more fights, that we can destroy more artifacts. Molfin, 3 power, hazardous 3. After amber is stolen from you, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature for each amber that was stolen. Key Charge, lose an amber. If you do, you may forge a key at current cost. Harmonia, 2 power, elusive. After you play a creature, if there are more enemy creatures than friendly creatures, gain an amber. Ghost Talk, 2 power, deploy. Play, you may reap with each neighboring creature 1 at a time. So we got some good cards to get some amber along with that Key Charge. Very nice. Deep Wood Druid, 3 power, deploy. Play, reap, fully heal a neighboring creature. And now we're on to Star Alliance. Look at this, it's Quizzle Stone. It's an artifact, amber whenever you play it. If a player has more creatures in play than their opponent, they cannot play creatures. Kind of limiting our Harmonia there, but we'll have to see what we have inside this thing. I guess there wasn't too much amber inside of Untamed, but I guess if the rest of the deck has a lot of amber, this could be a very powerful tool. Stunner, it's an upgrade, amber whenever you play it. This creature gains fight, reap. You may stun a creature. Helmsman Spears, 2 power, fight, reap, discard any number of cards from your hand, draw a card for each card discarded this way, very nice. Zap, amber whenever you play it, deal 1 damage to a creature for each house represented among creatures in play. Stealth Mode, amber whenever you play it, your opponent cannot play action cards during the next turn. Wow, that with the Quizzle Stone could really shut an opponent down. Medic Engram, 3 power, play, fight, reap, you may heal 3 damage from a creature and ward it. Light of the Archons, upgrade. Amber whenever you play it, this creature gets +1 power and +1 armor for each upgrade attached to it. Lieutenant Kirkar, 5 power, taunt, and has hazardous 3. First Officer Fran is 4 power, play, fight, reap. A friendly creature captures an amber. Arm Master Molina, 4 power, hazardous 3. Each of Arm Master Molina's neighbors gains hazardous 3. A second Arm Master Molina. A third Arm Master Molina. Okay, interesting. And there really wasn't that much amber inside of here to get a huge effect out of that Quizzle Stone, so I guess every single match we play we'd have to really think about it. Unless somehow Dis is just chock full of amber, in which case we still might not play that Quizzle Stone. Creeping Oblivion, amber whenever you play it, purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile. Soul Fiddle, it's an artifact, action, enrage a creature. Snag, 5 power, fight. Your opponent must choose the house if the creature Snag fights as their active house on the next turn. The Evil Eye, amber whenever you play it, keys cost +3 amber during your opponent's next turn. A second Evil Eye. Not finished with you, amber whenever you play it. Shuffle any number of creatures from your discard pile into your deck. We'll have to go back and look at some of our play effects we have in here. I know it's pretty good with Star Alliance. Malison, 5 power, fight. You may move an enemy creature anywhere in its controller's battle line. Then, if it is on a flank, it captures 1 from its own side. Infernus, 4 power, play, purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile. Your opponent loses amber equal to the total amber bonus of the purged cards. Oh, a second Infernus, excellent. Inspector, 2 power, destroyed, purge a random card from your opponent's hand. Exhume, amber whenever you play it, choose a creature in your discard pile. You may play that creature as if it belonged to the active house and was in your hand, very nice. Edorome, 4 power, reap, destroy a creature of the house with the most creatures in play. Okay, it felt like we had quite a few creatures, so I don't think that Quizzle Stone is that hot in here. But that's only 1 card that isn't that great. Let's get our amber up. Overall, the deck did look pretty interesting. Let's see, okay. Star Alliance, I know we had it attached to the upgrades. There we go. And then Stealth Mode and Zap are giving us some amber as well. Good chance we don't play the Quizzle Stone, so we may not count that amber. Ghost Talk is good. Harmonia is questionable as well. We'll put it up with the amber count, but we won't necessarily count on it. Okay. Alright, so we're hoping to get 1, potentially up to 3, which count as 1 for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is actually pretty good, considering we didn't count the 2 from Low Dawn here, and we potentially could have got some others as well. Not bad at all. Okay, let's get our amber control now. Okay, here we go. The Evil Eye. Not finished with you might count because we have the Infernuses. So we got 2 of those there. Malison is pretty good. Fran will help out. Molefin we could put up there, but we won't today. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We won't count that. 6, 7 amber control. If you're asking yourself, why is it sometimes I count not finished with you as like creatures or exumas creatures, or even like Low Dawn, why sometimes I count it as more amber or not, it's because every single deck is different. You have to evaluate the deck as a whole. It can't be just how the card is on its own. You gotta really look at the deck in general. Let's get our creatures up. So in this one, Exuma is definitely gonna be a creature. I'm gonna hope we have a decent count here. I said it works against the Quizzle Stone, but I'd like to see a big creature count here. Felt like there was a decent amount of Star Alliance. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see what we have here. I have 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. Excellent. So that not finished with you is quite a bit more powerful card, especially considering we had some play effects across the different houses. You got Ink of the Spider and Untamed. We obviously had in Star Alliance things like Officer Fran, and the Edaromes are pretty nice to return as well. Ghost Hawk, yeah. So not finished with you is actually a good inclusion in this deck. I'm glad there's only 1 though. Okay, for the Low Dawn, let's see how many Untamed creatures we had. There's 5 right there at the start. 6, 7. Okay, I like the odds of Low Dawn getting us that extra amber. I don't think we're going to hold on to it in this deck, waiting to make sure we get that extra amber. I think we're still going to kind of push through so we can populate the board with the bigger creatures we have in here. And it's also nice, since there's a lot of creatures in here, the fittest can really change some math. I'm a big fan of these cards that add to power, especially this one because it's giving you an amber as well. It's not conditional like the creature in AOA where it was an alpha card. That was kind of rough. At least with this version, you can play your Untamed creatures out beforehand, then drop the fittest, giving them a little bit more survivability. Yeah, this deck actually doesn't look too bad overall. Seems to cover a lot of bases, has some great creatures, great effects. You had artifact control thanks to the 2 Rustnars. Amber control is fine thanks to having some reoccurring effects like that not finished with you with the Infernuses. I must say there's something I really would like to set up with this deck. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Obviously the Helmsman Spears works as well, but like having 2 Melinas that are protected by, where's he at here? Here we go, Kirkar. This could be a huge amount of fun, right? These all next to each other. You're talking about a 9 hazardous Kirkar. What creature's going to fight into that? And you can even make it a little bit beefier with something like Light of the Archons. Make it where it's really almost impossible to get that Kirkar off the board. That sounds awesome. And you're always going to have these 3 Reapers, which is really sweet. Helmsman Spears is pretty nice as well, being able to dig a little bit deeper for your Star Alliance. Medicangram will help set some of that up as well. But yeah, 3 Melinas. If you have a deck that has quite a few Melinas, these are just great. Just putting these next to each other is a very powerful tool. They give each other 6 hazardous. It's kind of insane. Think about that. I always try and keep my Melinas together if possible, because it's going to take a straight up removal to get those guys off the board. Yeah, this is a pretty cool deck. I definitely like it. This is finally going to be a deck where we get to score above average. We haven't seen one of those in a while, right? And it's solely based upon the fact that there's no Brobnar in here. How wonderful is that? So the rating for this deck is definitely going to be in the B range. I'm feeling like a B-. It's not necessarily the best at controlling your opponent's board, although it does have some tools to do that, thanks to like the ward you can get from Medicangram, plus some of the 5-power creatures, Light of the Archons, so on and so forth, getting them beefy. You could control the board. We really only had like Zap for that, so we're really going to have to use our creatures to handle that aspect of it. But our boards are going to be wide. They're going to have some good survivability thanks to the power counters from the fittest, and all that hazardous from Melina. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I will see you next time.